thank you for watching Easy Cooking with Peter. Today I'd like to show you a very easy, simple, tasty Chinese dish, the beef fried rice. Materials for this dish is very easy and simple. From the back, we have some mixed vegetable. You can buy the frozen one or make it yourself at home if you have some left over. And then black pepper, soybean sauce, sesame oil, beef, salt, sugar, egg, ginger, garlic, and spring onion. And that's it. We are making fried rice. Of course, the most important material is the rice. I'm going to use 1 cup of rice to make this beef fried rice. But of course, it's up to you, depending on how many people, right? If you have 2 people, and then make 2 cups of rice. And if you are really a rice lover, then make it 2.5 cups. First of all, I pour the rice into the rice cooker pot and then wash them well, rinse the water and then add the new fresh water, and then cover the rice cooker machine, and then I already turn on the machine. So within 15 minutes it will be all ready though. The reason we have to do the rice first because usually the Cantonese Chinese believe that the best fried rice is to use the one left over from the night before because they will be very dry and taste good. But according to the health department, rice is one of the most easy to grow bacteria item. If you put them in the room temperature about an hour, they already start growing bacteria. So I will try my best not to use any leftover fried rice, and this is why I will do the rice first and then try to do the dish within 1 hour. And don't worry though, it still tastes very good, trust me though. Besides tastes good, good price, most important also good health too, right? Here's some gingers. I cut them into small pieces. I love ginger, so in almost most of my cooking dishes I use a lot of ginger, but it's really up to you. If you are not that interested in ginger, just use a little bit. Make sure you cut them into tiny little pieces. After I cut the gingers, now I also cut the spring onion into small pieces. Once again, I really enjoy spring onion, so I use a lot of them in my dish. But if you are not that interested in them, just use a little bit. It's all up to you. I cut some garlic into small tiny pieces. Once again, if you don't like garlic, just use a tiny little bit. But for most of my cooking dishes, I always use garlic, ginger, and green onion. They make the food taste much better. Here you can see I already cut the beef into small tiny pieces. I start to put the soybean sauce, sesame oil, salt and sugar into a bowl, and then put my beef inside and mix them together to marinate them. Well, if you can, most people would do it for marinate for 10 minutes, right? But if you really have the time, I suggest marinate it for 20 minutes if you have the time. If not, 10 to 15 minutes is good enough. But use your hand to squeeze it so the ingredient will go into the beef more easily, especially if you only try to make it in 10 minutes. Now I take the 3 eggs into the bowl and then add the black pepper and stir them. And then we'll put it aside and for the fried rice later. If you don't want to use the black pepper into the egg, that's okay though. But you will bring out a very different taste and tastes good though. Try it. If not, then don't use it. First of all, we pour some oil into the wok. And then we put the eggs inside. We don't have to cook it too well because later on we'll put it back to the fried rice and fry them again though. You can see the black pepper inside the eggs. They make the egg taste much better. But of course, if you don't like the black pepper, then you can skip it though. Just use a little bit of salt or nothing at all. Because when we marinate the beef, we already have a lot of soybean sauce. Tastes good though. Smells good. Wow, smells so good. Black pepper with the eggs. Smell so great. We just put it in the side for a while and then we're going to do them together again later. After we move in the egg and we pour some more cooking oil onto the wok and then start putting the ginger, garlic and spring onion into the wok and then pan fry them. We don't have to pan fry this item too long, right? Especially if you pan fry too long, the green onion will turn black, which will not look too good on the dish when you finish. As soon as we see the ginger turning to like a golden brown, then it's okay. Now we put the beef inside the cooking pan and then start frying them again. Let's stir fry them a little bit. And at this moment we can add a little bit more sesame oil. They make the taste of the pieces much better. Smells very nice. And now we pour the fried rice, into the pan and start pan fry them though. You see, the reason I start cooking the rice first, now they already ready for a while and then dry up, and less than an hour. Perfect. The bacteria is not growing up yet though. And then Cantonese always like to have the fried rice more dry. This is why they want to let over fried rice, the rice from the night before, right? But we just pan fry them a little bit more longer, and then the water will be evaporated. Besides, this rice was already ready for like almost more than 30 minutes. So they're almost dry. See how nice? See how nice? Let's closer look at the rice. So you don't have to use the overnight one because it's not good for the health. Oh, smells so good. Look. At this moment, we put the mixed vegetable into the wok and then start frying them together. Look how beautiful. Well, very important when you cook any dishes. Not only they have to be smell good, tasty, healthy, but the look is very important too. Oh, already smells so good. Okay, well, if you like, at this moment, take a small tiny spoon, pick up a little bit of the rice, and then make sure they cold. And then taste it and see whether the taste is strong enough for you. But if you want more stronger taste, like more salty, then now you can add a little bit of salt into it. Or if you like a little bit sweet, then you can add a little bit sugar. It's all up to you. Or if you enjoy hot and spices, then now you can add some hot spices. Really, it's all up to you. Remember, this is your own cooking. You cook it for yourself, so your taste is the most important. It counts. Now, before the rice is ready, we put a scrambled egg into it and then start to fry them. Look how beautiful. And this is the reason why I want to cook the scrambled egg separately, right? So if you put it together with everything, then you will not be able to see the yellow eggs. They make the whole dish look so beautiful. And we just keep stir fry them. See how fast? The beef fried rice is all ready. It smells so good. Hi, now it's the tasting time. Wow. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Ooh. Please try to do it at home. Simple, easy, and excellent. Tastes good and healthy too. And it's not expensive. Much, much cheaper than you go to any restaurant. The whole cost is about $6. Tastes so good. Thank you once again for watching Easy Cooking with Peter. If you enjoy my cooking show, please give like and subscribe my channel. If possible, tell your family, your friends to ask them to come and watch my video and subscribe. Well, thank you so much. Hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.